Hey you guys, on my YouTube channel, just in the last 28 days, I have gained 4,600 subscribers. I have over 350,000 views and I made over $2,500 for the last 28 days. This channel, it's a pretty new channel. I only started less than 6 months ago. And I'm not telling you this to brag, I am just telling you because if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel or you have a channel and it's not doing so great, well, buckle up because I'm gonna give you everything I learned about YouTube in the last 2 years. I have lots of tips and tricks. We will take it from the very beginning to the very end with analytics and numbers, and I'm gonna show you all my numbers and all that stuff. Now, notice I said 2 years, even though my channel is only less than 6 months old. That is because I have another channel, a photography channel that I started 2 years ago. So I've been on YouTube for 2 years now. So let's start at the beginning. When should you start the channel? Yesterday. Don't wait, don't overthink it, just do it. You will never be ready, you will never be prepared. You just have to pull the plug and do it. Now, when I tell people that I'm a YouTuber, a lot of them will tell me, well, I thought about starting a channel. I'm just afraid that my family will think I'm nuts. What are my friends going to think? Who would want to watch my videos? And so on. Well, if you're thinking the same way, let me just tell you, nobody cares. Your family doesn't care. Your friends don't care. And when I started my photography channel 2 years ago, I remember posting my very first video and I uploaded it to YouTube. And if you're not familiar with the way YouTube is, when you upload videos, you have 3 options. You can have it as private, you can have it as an unlisted or public. Private, only you can see the video. Unlisted, people that you send the link to, they can see the video as well. And the public is for everyone out there to see. Well, I put my videos at unlisted, and that's because I did not know the difference between private or unlisted at that time. So I uploaded to YouTube, and I was too afraid to publish it for weeks. It just sat there, and I was just too afraid. I was afraid that people are going to have mean comments, that people will tell me I don't belong onto YouTube, or, you know, just that horrible kind of thoughts that I had through my head. And then one night, after a few too many glasses of wine, right before I went to bed, I went into my YouTube and I just changed that toggle from unlisted to public. And then I didn't sit around to see how my video was performing. I just went to bed. And then the next morning when I woke up, I had one of those, oh my gosh, what have I done moments, when I remembered that I just posted that video the night before. And I was so afraid to go look into the comments and into my YouTube studio. So I had my coffee and then I got the courage and I went into my analytics and looked at my video. And to my surprise, nobody cared. There was 0 views, and there was 0 views for multiple days. And I think it took like a week to get my first 5 views, I think, on that video. And in that time, I realized that nobody cared, so I posted a lot more videos. Every day I was posting something, and I didn't have to create new content. I already had all these videos because I was doing a lot of stop motion animation at that time. So I posted a bunch of videos, and it started to pick up a little bit. I think I had like 5 subscribers after 2 weeks. And then around 2 months, I hit my first 100 subscribers, which was the hardest 100 subscribers ever. After 100 subscribers, something happens. I don't know what's happening, but it just starts to pick up a lot faster. And from 2 months to 3 months, so 1 month later, I reached 1,000 subscribers and I was able to monetize. If you're not familiar with monetization, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in order to monetize. So I had that after 3 months. With this channel that you're watching right now, I was able to monetize in less than 3 weeks. And that is because now I understand how YouTube works. I learned a lot over the years. So that's why we are doing this right now, so I can teach you what I know. So we determined that you should not wait to start your YouTube channel. We determined that nobody cares. What do you need to film a video? Well, gear does not matter. Start with what you have. And this cannot be more true. I am the living proof of that. On my photography channel, I always used to film with 4 cameras. I have 4 professional cameras, and I would always have a top-down shot where I can show what I was doing. I had a big overview of the whole room, then I had my left and the right cameras, and then it was a lot of editing work, synchronizing all those files and changing angles and all that stuff. And for this channel, for my woodworking channel, because I film most of my videos are in the shop where it's dusty and stuff, I use no professional light. I just have the lights from the ceiling into my garage, and I use no fancy camera. I just use my phone. In fact, right now I'm filming on my iPhone. I don't even use the good camera on the phone. I use the front facing so I can have it as a monitor as well, so I can see exactly what you're seeing. And all my videos on this channel are filmed on an iPhone with no special lighting at all, just natural light or whatever I have on my shop on the ceiling, and filmed everything on the phone. Now, if you do want to invest in one piece of equipment, I would say invest in a microphone. People will sit through a bad video, people will sit through bad lighting, but they will not sit through bad audio. Audio is very, very important. And these days, there are so many companies that make microphones. They can just plug it into your iPhone or whatever phone you might have, and it's really, really easy. So next step is determining what are you going to make content about, picking a niche. When we look at the YouTubers, usually they're split into two categories, educator and entertainment. So you have to decide which one of those categories you want to go into it. There is no right or wrong. Usually channels that are educational channels, they will get less views, but their RPM, the revenue per mil, how much money they get paid per 1,000 views, usually it's a little bit higher. Now the entertainment channels, they will get more views, but their RPM is lower, so it kind of balances out. You can't go wrong. Just do what you like to make videos about. So you will hear this term a lot on YouTubing, and that is find a niche. You need to have a niche, and this is very, very important. You will see that, especially when we'll get to the part of money and how much money you make and all that stuff. So when picking a niche, I say a very important part of picking a niche is using your unfair advantage. And if you've never heard about this term, unfair advantage, is let's say you are a doctor and you want to make videos about health. Well, you have an unfair advantage over most of us because I could never make those videos. It will take too long for me to learn everything you already know. And you have an unfair advantage because you are trained to be a doctor and you know so much more. Same thing if you are a lawyer, you have, you can talk about legal stuff that I wouldn't know, so that's your advantage. Now, you don't have to be a lawyer or a doctor to have an unfair advantage. Your unfair advantage could be a simple fact as having a lovely, bubbly personality. People are very attracted to bubbly personalities and happy people. So if that's your thing, use it because that will do you more good in the long run. Now, when you pick a niche, you also have to think of the long term. What kind of niche will give you content for many, many years? For example, on my photography channel, I know I love photography. I do a lot of photography. I can always come up with a subject. I can make a video about editing a photo. I can make a video about me going and taking a photo. I can review some software for editing and so on. With my woodworking channel, the same kind of thing. I can do all kinds of things. So think about things that you could make videos about that will have content for many, many years to come. For example, if you want to make travel vlogs, but you only travel once a year, well, that's going to be kind of hard to come up with content, to make a successful YouTube channel. Now, once you figure out your niche and what you want to do, make sure you don't box yourself in. Don't pick too narrow of a niche. And I'm going to give you an example of this. When I started my photography channel, I started in January of 2022. And then in the beginning of February, there was this software, Luminar Neo, that was released. And I was one of the first people to review it. And people loved it. And I was getting lots of views on that video. So then I decided for content, I would just take every single slider, every tool in that program and make a video about it. Every day I was making a new video. And that was getting me a lot of subscribers and a lot of views. But all my subscribers or Luminar Neo subscribers, those people subscribe to my channel specifically for that program. And that was not the program I was planning on using for my editing. I'm an Adobe person, so I use Photoshop, I use Lightroom. And every time I tried to, after I made all those videos, the big series, when I was posting a video about Photoshop or Lightroom, people would unsubscribe. So when I was making a Luminar Neo video, it would get like 1,000 views, and I would get plus 10, plus 20 subscribers a day. Where when I would make about anything else, I would get -6 subscribers, and I would get like 30 views. So I was boxed in into this narrow niche, and in order to get out of it, what I had to do is to make sure I mix it. So I didn't want to lose my Luminar Neo subscribers, but I also wanted to gain new people about just photography in general. So, I don't have to just make videos about Luminar Neo in order to be successful. So I had to alternate it, and eventually leveled up, and the channel grew even with that kind of problems. So you started your channel, you have your gear now, you're filming. Let's look at how to film, mistakes that I see beginner YouTubers do. And the biggest advice I can give you when it comes to filming a YouTube channel is, if you're making something, always film your intro and the end of your video. And I'll give you an example so it makes sense to you. Let's say I'm building a bed, and I'll start my YouTube video, and I'm telling you I'm building a bed, and I'm starting to mill the lumber, and I'm doing all this stuff, and my video is like an hour and a half long. You don't even know if you like the kind of bed I'm going to build. You're not going to sit around and watch me for an hour and a half. Maybe you don't like my personality. Maybe my video is not well filmed. So you're not going to sit around and watch it. But if I film my video, and then in the very end, when the bed is already built, I'll make the intro, and I show you in the intro, hey, this is the bed we are going to build in this video. Well, now maybe my video is still bad, maybe you still don't like my personality, but maybe you saw something on that bed and say, oh, I wonder how she made that headboard, or what stains she used on that. So it might be 50 other reasons that you might want to watch this video than if you didn't see the bed in advance. I hope that makes sense. Time is money. Time is more valuable than money, I would say, because time, we only have so much, we can't get more, right? So it's no different than going to, let's say, Amazon, and you want to buy a painting. If there's no picture there, you're not going to purchase it. You're not going to invest your money into it. Even though the title and the description will say, most amazing painting with beautiful colors. You need to see it in advance so you can decide if you invest your time or money into that. Whatever that might be, the video we're talking about in this case. So now you film your video, it comes to the editing part. Here is a couple of mistakes that I see new YouTubers make. One of them, I think the biggest mistake, is long intros. People will have all these like digital swishing and things and noises and just graphics on the screen, and they will go on and on for 10 to 20 seconds. Well, if you're a small channel and I stumble across your channel and I click on your video, and for 10 seconds I'm just getting graphics, if the video doesn't start, I'm going to click out. I'm not going to wait to see what's going to happen. And if you are a big channel, like if you have 100,000, 200,000 subscribers, and you have a brand, you have a name that people know, well, those people can have long intros because they are well known. If I see Peter McKinnon made a video and he has a long intro, I'm going to wait because I know it's going to be worth it. He has a reputation, he has a name for it. Where if you are a small channel and nobody knows you, nobody's going to sit around and wait for that intro to go away. Now let's talk about how long should your videos be. The way YouTube works, if your video is shorter than 8 minutes, you do not get to have ads in the middle of your video. You will only have ads in the beginning and the very end. And so because of that, you would want your videos to be more than 8 minutes long. But make sure they actually have value to them. You don't want to just ramble on and on and on to make them over 8 minutes if people are not going to sit around because the video is not good. So when I film my videos, I always film a few extra lines that are just like fillers. Because so many times I edit the video, and when it's all edited and done, I look at it and it's 7 minutes and 54 seconds. So, and that those cases, I can use those filler sentences or whatever clips I filmed just to make it to 8 minutes. Now, if I've edited and my video is 5 minutes, I'm not going to put in fillers for 3 minutes because that's just going to bring down the value of my video. So think about that when you are editing and filming your videos. So now you have your videos, you edit them, it's time to post them. How should you post your videos? There's a few key things that you should consider when you post your videos. One, you have to have a good thumbnail, and I'm sure you heard this many times. It's not as important now as it used to be, like let's say last year, because now you notice as soon as you slow down the scrolling into your YouTube, the videos start to automatically play, so people don't actually have to click on them anymore. So thumbnail is important, not as important as it used to be. The title is really important. The description is very important. All the keywording, the tags are very important. And that is because if you are a new channel, the way YouTube works, YouTube is a machine. You probably heard about the algorithm. Everybody talks about the algorithm in YouTube. Well, it's not that complicated. Once you understand how it works, everything becomes really easy and you know what you need to do. The way the algorithm works, the way the YouTube works, it's a machine. It's programmed. It's programmed to detect numbers and words and so on. So when you make a video and it doesn't get any views, it's not because YouTube does not like you. It's not the person behind on the other side of YouTube saying, I don't like this person, I'm not going to promote their videos. No, the way YouTube works is, it's not about you, it's about the viewer. The YouTube's try to find the best video for the viewer. So when your videos is posted on YouTube, the algorithm, the YouTube machine, what is looking for is who would like this video. And it doesn't know what the video is about. The only things it has to come to the conclusion who to send this video to is your keywords. It looks at the keywords. So if I put in my keywords and in the titles and the description like woodworking this, workshop or whatever, then you will get an idea that my video is something about woodworking. So people that watch videos about woodworking, those are the people the YouTube is going to promote my videos to. So if you just make a YouTube video and you upload it to YouTube and you publish it, but it has no title, no description, no keywords, YouTube knows nothing about your video. So you might have a woodworking video and YouTube might try to, show it to like a chef for cooking channel or something, or I don't know, all kinds of random things that they are not interested in watching your video. And then what happens is YouTube will send it, let's say that YouTube sends it to 100 people, but none of them are woodworkers. So nobody's watching them, nobody clicks on it. So then YouTube is thinking, oh wow, this video must not be good. People are not watching it. So they're gonna be a little bit more hesitant to promote it and show it to other people. So you wanna give YouTube as much information so they learn about you, so then they know exactly who to show that video to. When you publish a video, the way it works, it first goes to the people that are subscribers and then turn on the bell notification. They are the first ones to receive a notification that you posted a video. After they receive the notification, the next group, if you will, is your subscribers. And then this is what it determines if your video is going to be successful or not. Because if YouTube sends this video to your subscribers and they don't click on it, they don't watch it, don't comment, don't give likes, well, then YouTube is thinking, those are, woodworking people, they like to watch this kind of videos, but they didn't like this video, so it must not be good. So then they don't promote it as much. Where if you publish a video and your subscribers love it and they comment and they watch it from the beginning to the end, then YouTube is thinking, wow, this must be a really good video. I'm going to send it to other people. And if those people watch it, then they send it to other people. And this is how videos get big and, they go viral. Now, one of the best advices I can give you when it comes to posting a video on YouTube is once you publish a video, make sure you allow at least 30 minutes to an hour to respond to comments. Because the first hours of publishing of videos are so important. And For example, if I post a video and people are commenting, let's say I get 10 comments. If I don't respond, then my video shows that I have 10 comments. Like we talked about it, the algorithm, YouTube is just a machine, it's looking at numbers. So it sees that this, I'm gonna call these comments, it's gonna be points that are in my favor. I'm scoring these points. So let's say I have 10 points in my favor for having these 10 comments. Well, just imagine if I go back and I reply to those comments, even saying just a thank you. Well, machine doesn't know who put those comments there. Machine now is going to say, ooh, this video has 20 comments. So there you go, I scored 20 points instead of 10. I double my chances. YouTube likes me more now because I have more points. I am doing great, and they're going to show this video to more people. Another thing I didn't know about YouTube in the beginning, for a few months, all your videos will be blurry. And I didn't know that, but it's just the way they process them. If you're a small channel and you only have a few videos, videos tend to be blurry. I don't know if it's still happening, but that was definitely my case in the beginning. I was filming on 4K, top-of-the-line cameras, and all my videos were blurry until one day when my channel was a little bit bigger, and then YouTube decided to process them different, and then all my videos became clear. And one day, even the ones that I posted way before. One other advice I can give you is don't worry about the quality of the videos. It's not as important as you might think. The quantity when it comes to YouTubing, it's more important than quality. Your videos are not going to be good. In fact, they're going to be pretty bad for a long time. For example, I posted right now on my photography channel, let's see, I have some notes in here. I already made 340 videos on my photography channel. And for my woodworking channel, I have 84 videos so far. My videos are still not great. Now, part of that is because I hate editing videos, and it's just not my thing, and I'm not putting too much effort into it because, well, otherwise I would never post a video if I have to edit them good. I try to do the minimum. The only thing I do is take these videos, put them on my computer, and cut off the parts where I'm thinking, or the long breaks in between sentences. So if you love editing videos, by all means go and make some amazing cinematic movies. But for me, I hate it, so I'm not going to spend any time on that more than I need to, because otherwise I would never make content. I would end up with like 50 YouTube videos on my computer that I need to edit, and I'm putting off because I don't love doing it. And if you already had a YouTube channel and it's not doing so great, now I'm going to show you my analytics, what I'm looking for, things that you can do on your account to make YouTube promote your videos. All right, so here we are onto my Sawdust and Splinters woodworking account, and you can see if I go to lifetime, you can see the channel is started in June, and this is what my analytics looks like. It's growing at a pretty good rate. And what are the things you have to look for? Well, what are the analytics, the metrics you should keep an eye on? Let's talk about RPM. RPM is probably the number one number in your analytics that you need to care about, and that is revenue per mil. That's how much YouTube pays you per 1,000 views. I'm gonna go here for the last 28 days, and then you can see the views by content, and then I'm gonna change the secondary metric to RPM. And this is the number you have to worry about. Now, RPM changes every single day from video to video, and one video today will have one RPM, tomorrow it will have a different RPM. Now, why is this important? Why you need to look at these RPM numbers? Well, that is because you can increase how much money you make by looking at the RPM. Let me just explain to you. If I look here through my RPM, what are my biggest RPM? Well, this one, it's a X-Tool, a laser engraving videos. That one has a higher RPM. There is another one here, $25 RPM. It's another laser video. Another larger one, $19. Another laser video. You see what I'm getting? So the videos that have the most RPM for me right now, it's my laser videos. That was not always the case. And I bet you in January, those RPMs are going to go down and other RPMs will come up. So why are those RPMs important and how they can make you make more money? Well, you need to understand the way advertising works. And for me to learn it, what I had to do is I made 3 short videos and I went into YouTube and tried to advertise on YouTube with my videos. And the way it works is basically an auction. It's a bidding war. You can put your minimum that you want to bid per view and then the maximum you're willing to bid per view. And you can choose hashtags. So for example, if you are a bank and you want to advertise on YouTube, you might choose hashtags like finance or money and so on. And then YouTube will use that and bid on those channels that are having hashtags like finance or money. And then you can also choose a specific channel. So let's say you want your video, your promotion to be placed on a certain channel. You can put in the name of that channel and then you're bidding for that channel. And out of 3 videos I put for to show on YouTube, one of them actually got views and the other 2 I've never won any bid. My bidding price was too low, so they never got shown. And you need to understand this because your RPMs are changing every day. And right now, that's why my laser videos are having a higher RPM because the holidays are coming around and people are buying presents, they're buying 3D printers, lasers, and all that kind of stuff. So people, because I made a lot of videos about lasers, people are bidding on those videos on my channel to have their advertising showing. And that's what makes that RPM go higher. More people bid on a video or a channel, then the more money you will make because the price goes higher. And that's important to know that because if you keep an eye on your RPM, which videos are doing good at that time, then you can make more of the same kind of content and you'll make more money. Now, coming January, I'm willing to bet that those RPMs on those laser videos are going to drop significantly. So just something to keep in mind. Now, also, I want to show you how you can control what people are going to see when they open YouTube. If you go into your account, you can go to the Customize channel. And here you have 2 options. And one is the channel trailer for people who haven't subscribed. And you can choose which video YouTube will show them to new people that are not your subscribers. And then over here you have feature video for returning subscribers. So your people are already subscribed. You don't want them to see the same video popping up every time they open YouTube. You want to go every few days and change that video, put a different video over here. So your subscribers, when they open their YouTube, a new video will show up on there, and they are more likely to click than if they just see the same video over and over. I hope this was helpful to you and you learned something new. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Skylar Ewing, and I'll see you in my next video.